Hello, happy Friday. Jody here from Healing Journey, founder of the Holistic Anxiety Fix, and I wanted to pop on before I log out for the weekend. I'm heading to the backcountry. I really unplug when I take my breaks, so I'm going for a couple of days. No Wi-Fi, no electricity, no phones. So before I head out, I wanted to share with you a success story that was really exciting for me this week. So as you know, I run a 12-week program called the Holistic Anxiety Fix. So this program is really designed to heal anxiety from a mind and a body perspective. So we're looking at various different angles when it comes to healing anxiety. And I'm actually going to be talking about this a lot more next Friday. I do have an open house on. I'll post the link below. And I'm going to go into a lot more detail on the type of program that I offer and exactly how I work and lots of success stories. But today I wanted to share with you my success story from this week. So this is a woman who joined the program a couple of months ago, and she did the foundational level of the program. And what that means is that we didn't run any tests. So we actually looked at mindset, rebalancing minerals using foods, and we looked at diet. Now, initially, this particular woman was quite skeptical. How much can diet play a role in my anxiety? I'm not really sure, and wasn't really sure how much lifestyle changes could impact things. So when we start the program, we fill out a survey called the MAQ. And I really like this survey. It's not something I made up. It's something that's standardized. And what that means is that a bunch of researchers went and looked at it. They said, okay, this is an anxious women population. And then they compared it to a women's population that weren't anxious. So we can see, people that aren't anxious experience this generally, and people that are anxious, they experience this. So when I run this questionnaire with women, I can see whether or not they're clinically anxious. And what I actually saw with her is that she came into the program with severe anxiety. So the options are mild anxiety, moderate anxiety, or severe anxiety, or no clinical anxiety. And so she came into the program scoring severely clinical in terms of anxiety. Now in the program, we work on a lot of different things. We work on calming down the limbic system. We're looking at mindset. I run cognitive behavior therapy. I teach you how to do that. We also look at diet. We look at the mind, the gut-brain axis, and the brain-to-gut axis. We look at balancing blood sugar. So we're looking at really overhauling the diet, taking out inflammatory foods. And then with this version of the program, we're looking at how to detox and also how to help out with minerals in a way that we can use foods to do that. And so after just 12 weeks in the program, so that's 3 months in the program, she came out with no clinical anxiety. So there was some panic symptoms still, but overall her anxiety was actually within a normal range. So we would tend to see this with most women. Now that's a pretty incredible result. And what a lot of people don't realize is that, I used to be a therapist who ran a private practice. It was full of women and men, and I'm getting better results with this program with women than I was as a therapist seeing women weekly. And what that really tells me, it tells me that your anxiety is more than just in your head, because a lot of the approaches I'm doing are looking also at your mind and your body. And this also tells me that you can heal, and you can heal quite quickly. So think about it. How long have you had anxiety for? So I want you to answer that below. How many months or how many years, or for some women that I speak to, it's lifelong. How long have you had anxiety for? And imagine being able to go back to normal levels of anxiety in just 12 weeks. That's pretty incredible, actually. And this is done without medication. And this woman actually did it without supplements, which is also amazing. And it really speaks to the mind-body connection in terms of anxiety and how it's about healing the mind and also at the same time healing the body. So if you want to learn more about how I work with women in more detail than what I'm sharing right now, and also some success stories, and also about why I have switched out of just doing therapy and looking at anxiety more holistically, because my story's pretty wild, then you definitely want to join me on next Friday at the open house. Now, this is a very casual conversation that I have with you about my journey in healing anxiety and more about the program. So if you want to register, I'm going to be popping that link below, but definitely let me know how long, how many years or months have you struggled with anxiety? Post below. Have a great weekend.